That music indicates that it's time for the Answer Man. I'm putting on the Answer Man hat. If you were here with us in our Gillespie Group Stadium District studio, brought to you by American Metal Roofs, you would see that I'm prepared. And Gary Austin will petition me with questions at the moment. I've never been wrong.
Try as I might to stump the master.
Because the wisdom comes not always from the east, like this music would suggest. It sometimes comes from parts south.
What does that mean, by the way? One of these days, you've been talking for years about this part south business. Perhaps when we have more time, you'll tell us.
Perhaps, but we're very short on time always.
We always are. So
you know it or you don't?
Gotta get cracking. Yep. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. An Al-Qaeda website got hacked by British intelligence agents, and something was substituted for a homemade bomb by way of instructions. Now, it's some other kind of, some may say a homemade bomb is sort of like a recipe, a list of stuff that goes into the bomb. What kind of recipe was substituted that got everybody all concerned and turned out to be nothing? A recipe for what, Answer Man?
A recipe? Are you saying that the British put a bad ingredient in the Al-Qaeda bomb-making instructions?
No, vice versa. Actually, the way it worked out is there was something that the British thought was Iran, and they thought something could be going on here. So they checked it out, yet the recipe was not for a bomb, it was for something else.
But could it have been something nuclear? A dirty bomb or a chemical scare?
No.
Some sort of havoc-wreaking electronic device?
No, let's put it this way. It's something the wife may make. A recipe for...
Al-Qaeda was passing out a cooking recipe?
You got it. Right again, Answer Man, for cupcakes. That's what it was.
That's funny.
They're trying to throw us off track there, and they certainly did by doing
Doesn't sound like it would be that hard to distinguish a cupcake recipe from a dirty bomb.
Well, I think
cupcakes are really bad.
Once they got into it, but you never know. You never know. Okay, Defense Secretary Robert Gates wants to be sure about what before we pull our troops out of where?
Well, he's probably talking about either one of those flashpoints like Iraq or Afghanistan.
You're absolutely right. He wants to make sure everything is in order before we start pulling our troops out of Afghanistan, because he knows once we start pulling out, it's going to be really tough to say, hold on a second, we better send more troops back in. He doesn't want to go there.
Clearly, back in a flash.
Yes.
Hi, this is Duran Martinez.